The concept is really supper club that creates a hybrid between a bar and a restaurant. We have 50 different martinis, live entertainment, female-owned personas that are great.
Our entertainment is definitely different. What we focus on here is doing impersonations of icons from the past and present. So we might have someone one night doing Tina Turner, Janet Jackson, Vanessa Williams, Madonna.
The food is fairly eclectic, contemporary American with a very global but predominantly Pan-Asian flair. It's a fun environment. You're here to have fun, a couple martinis, watch the show, have great food.
We have a lot of birthday parties, a lot of bachelorette parties. It's just a great place to come and celebrate. And everyone here understands that it's a very party type atmosphere. So when you come in, you don't have to hold yourself back. You can really let yourself go and just enjoy yourself.
And the Kit Kat Club is not your typical kind of restaurant, so tell us what brings you in there.
It's definitely a special occasion restaurant. After you sit down and you have a couple cocktails, every 20 minutes they have these female impersonators that come out and put on shows. And it's neat because you might have a Marilyn Monroe come out, and then next you might have a Pat Benatar lookalike come out. So you never know quite, what's going to happen next, which is neat.
So would you like the food there?
The food is very interesting. There's no underlying theme to the menu, so you might have, there's a lot of Italian, Asian, Indian-based type entrees, but everything I've had there has been very good.
And typically you have the same kind of stuff when you go, or do you switch it up?
I have a special entree that I really enjoy. It's the ahi seared tuna. It's over this bed of lettuce with this citrus vinaigrette, and then these wasabi mashed potatoes, which are amazing.
All right, well, I feel like Will's jumping out of his skin over here. So, what do you think of the Kit Kat Club?
Well, as a performance place, it's a lot of fun. As a restaurant, I found it just mediocre at best. I thought the menu, they were trying so many different things that nothing really worked well. Sadly, we had to send about 4 of the 6 dishes back to the kitchen and get different things. We even had to send a couple of drinks back, which is strange, and they weren't busy. It's just something felt off. The service was lovely, really nice.
You sound like a tough crowd.
Well, actually, the 3 people I with were really tough. I don't typically do that kind of thing, but and even the performer, was surly. She was just not in the best of frames of mind at that time, and we were tipping her and trying to make her happy and get her involved.
There was no, like, the show must go on kind of feeling?
Well, there was, but the every 20 minutes thing, it was more like every 40 minutes or so, because she just was pouting in her dressing room, which was fine, and that's okay.
Was there only one that you had?
Yeah, it was early. Maybe I went too early. I think I did all this wrong.
Did you go?
I think I didn't have the eggplant, and I got the wrong drag performer. I don't know. I went at 8, on a Wednesday. I know. I'm new to Chicago. What can I say?
Yeah,
there was no
Wednesday,
cheat sheet
I mean,
there.
for a special occasion, Wednesday's kind of a tough night to...
But did they fix everything?
They fixed everything as best they could. It still wasn't, especially for the price, it wasn't what we were expecting it to be.
I've been there before, and I wouldn't really describe it as a special occasion place, as just a place if you're gonna just kind of have some fun, just like kind of crazy fun. We had a couple cocktails, had a couple martinis, had a huge martini menu, which is so much fun. You come in and you see this.
They have 52 different kinds of martinis, especially cocktails, which I think is huge. It's like one for every week of the year.
And
you can go every week and have a different
I'm surprised that you thought the drinks weren't good, because I think they do such an incredible job. And so I started with one, you moved to the other, because it's like the menu. Eventually, you want to try a little bit of everything.
Which martinis did you try?
Well, I had the apple teeny, and then I had this blue Caraco martini. And as I kept drinking them, I can't really remember the names. We sat down, had the dinner, and the dinner, I think, not to your extent, but I think the food is mediocre. I think it's good. My appetizer had some bread pudding, and it was unbelievable, and it was just so good. The main course, I had some pork. Again, I'm a big pork fan. Was mediocre, but it was good.
I sort of wanted it to be, you know, that sort of Austin Powers kind of feel that the place
I thought
has,
that, though.
Which I like. But I kind of wanted just to have a burger, you know, and with people's martinis. You know, real simple cuisine as opposed to this incredibly involved stuff where it's so dark and it arrives you can't tell what it is anyway.
No, yeah, no,
You know
I agree.
I
But
don't think they need to go that far necessarily.
What we do is we just order many different appetizers and then just kind of split them, which kind of takes the pressure off of having to choose one of these.
That's true. Yeah.
Very intense entrees.
I didn't really think it was about the food, and I think it might be, but Kit Kat is, I think, you know, this 1960s kind of retro place. It's all very mod. The lights are really cool, and the furniture's all white, and it's this. You're going back to a different era where people are drinking martinis and having a laugh, and
it was neat because they have these really funky, big, like leopard skin pillows, and then these really, you know, retro lights on the tables. And
the lights are cool. Those bricks, yeah, that was fun.
So that part was neat.
What about the performances? I mean, I know the one that you went to was, you know.
She was good.
Yeah.
She was really good, just in a sour mood.
Too diva?
You can never beat Too Diva.
Isn't that the case?
I would love to have that. I kind of like that whole surly attitude. I haven't been there when they've had that. I think the performers do an incredible job.
I think there's like 5 or 6 of them, and 3 of them actually sing, and they only like 2 of them do lip sync.
Right.
But Jen, this is your pick, so give us a quick summary.
A very different dining experience that you're going to get from any other place. I think it's moderately priced food, very good food, and just overall a lot of fun.
All right, Wells, we'll put you second now.
Go for the atmosphere and the bar and all of that. Don't eat.
And Greg?
I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I think go for the atmosphere, definitely. I think the martinis are great. I think the food, some of it's really good, some of they do really well. Some of it is mediocre.
Well, you can find the fun martinis at the Kit Kat Club at 3700 North Halsted, 773-525-1111. They're open Tuesday through Sundays from 5:30 to 1 a.m. They're closed on Mondays. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab without all the foofy martinis is about $40 a person.